Minnesota Vikings fans had a scary moment on Saturday against the San Francisco 49ers preseason when second-round pick cornerback Andrew Booth Jr., the pride of Clemson, went down with a not-so-great-looking non-contact ankle injury. Now, they didn't show any replays of it because I'm pretty sure preseason game Fox sends like a dude with an iPhone to film the preseason games, but either way, he had to be helped off the field, but we said at the time there was a couple positives to take away. Number one, he wasn't carted into the locker room. He was able to walk out of the medical tent, as well as it wasn't the knee, it was the ankle. But we got even better news when Kevin O'Connell talked to the local media jackals after the game and provided an update on Booth's ankle. This is what he said, quote, "It was kind of the same ankle Andrew Booth has dealt with. It sounds like a positive thing from a standpoint of just an aggravation of an injury we kind of know about already. He's worked his way through that throughout camp, and ultimately how that thing looks early in the week. We'd love to get him some more work throughout this week as we continue to prep." So there obviously aren't any injury reports for preseason games, and it hadn't been noted that Booth had been dealing with an ankle injury. So this is relatively good news. I mean, in terms of at the moment when that happened, you're thinking worst case scenario because we're Vikings fans, of course, but the fact that he was potentially working through a tender ankle, maybe he just rolled it, and it's not as major of a setback as we initially believed, that's going to be a positive. So glad to have Booth possibly getting in some work in the final preseason game against the Broncos. I think he does need a little bit more seasoning, and I think that he still has a chance to contribute as a rookie, along with fellow rookie cornerback Caleb Evans, where I do think that Peterson and Dancer are going to be set starting on the outside. Sean Sullivan, coming from the Packers, it does seem like he is slotted in, pun intended, as the nickel back in the slot. So I do think that Booth and Evans will get some work as rookies. And we've said before, I do think that Booth does have the athleticism and instincts to be able to play some slot cornerback, because the Vikings, that's still a question mark. I mean, Sean, I understand that he got the rest against the Niners, but he didn't look good against the Raiders, and he's had some issues throughout training camp, but maybe some things will click. Who really knows? But either way, it's a positive development, and I'm glad that Andrew Booth Jr., the early prognosis seems that it won't be that big of an issue, but we'll see what happens once the Vikings return to practice next week, and hopefully, knocking all the wood, Booth will be a full go when we start the season, week 1 against the greasy, grimy Green Bay Packers. But your thoughts on our thoughts. Good news about Andrew Booth's ankle injury. Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.